Assalamu alaikum guys, I'm ARK. In the previous video we have learned about loops that will alter the control flow of a program. But in this video we will be studying about the loop control statements which are used to control the loops. That means which are used to disrupt the normal flow of loops and direct them somewhere else. So there are three loop control statements like break, continue and pass. We'll study each of them one by one. So the first control statement which we are gonna see is break. So break is used for premature termination of the current loop. That means before the condition completely gets false, we can terminate the loop by using break statement. Basically loops transfers the control flow to the statement after the loop, immediately after the loop, or if we are using nested loops, then it can be that the control flow can be transferred to the outer loop. So basically what happens is, if we provide any condition that on a particular iteration I want a break statement, then on that particular iteration the loop will break and it will go outside the loop. The control flow will go outside the loop. I hope it was clear. So now let's see practical implementation for our break statement. Let's quickly create a loop. I'll go for a for loop for in loop basically. Let's say hello world, whatever. So for I in hello world, I just want to print hello on the console. So I'll first print I, and then I'll write if I equals O, then break. So I have to give O in strings. I hope most of you have guessed it. So as soon as we encounter O in our variable I, then the loop will be broke. So only hello will be printed on console, as you can see. I hope break statement was clear. So the next type of control statement for loop we have is continue statement. So basically continue statement is used to skip an iteration of a loop. That means if the continue statement is executed, it will transfer the control flow to again recheck the condition code. That means the loop's condition. While the break statement totally breaks the loop, continue statement just skip the particular iteration it is called for. If we specify continue statement for a specific iteration, then that particular iteration will be skipped and directly next iteration will be started executing if it satisfies the condition. And both break and continue statements are supported by both while and for loops. Let's now demonstrate continue statement on the same loop. We are not doing more realistic examples in this video. We just need to understand the control flow, how it is working, and we just need to understand the syntax of the continue statement and whatever statement we are doing in these videos. So to execute continue statement, we must use this print statement after this condition, because if you want to skip that iteration, it will be better. If you print I before checking the condition, it will already print I, then check the condition, so it will be a problem. So we'll say continue if I don't want to print that space. So if I equals space, so it will basically check every element, and as soon as it will encounter the space, it will skip that particular iteration. That means it will not print this I, and hello world will be printed without a space. So you can see hello world is printed, but there is no space between O and W. I hope continue statement was clear. The iteration with the value of I as space has been skipped by the continue statement because of the continue statement. So the third and last control statement for loop is the pass statement. It doesn't actually control anything. It is like a null operation, because when we execute the pass statement, nothing really happens. Pass statement is used when a particular code is syntactically required, but it does not do anything. So pass statement is basically used at the places where you need something now, some code structure now, but you will specify its implementation later. So if we just write pass statement over there, then there will be no syntactical or runtime errors raised because of the missing implementation code. And this is the wrong image. I didn't want to specify this image here, but that was a mistake. So pass statement basically does nothing, so it does not need any image of control flow. It does not have any flow actually. It just gives a license to continue without any operation. I hope that was clear. So for example, if we just use pass instead of continue and just print this particular code block, nothing will happen. Hello world will be printed normally with a space. No iteration will be skipped. No loop will be broke. It will just simply pass the control flow. That is it. So pass statement is not actually useless. It is pretty useful in some cases. We will see those cases in upcoming videos. I hope we encounter those, and it is really useful in software development where we try to skip coding of a particular code block for now and we decide to code it later. Pass statement comes in very handy at those situations. So that is it for the video, guys. I hope you have liked the video, and if you did, don't forget to drop a like and don't forget to subscribe the channel. Stay tuned for the more videos. I'll see you in the next one.